Good afternoon, sports fans. Here we are on a beautiful sunny Monday afternoon. Looking forward to the local derby, also known as the local derby, potatoes, between Tam High School varsity team and the local contenders Redwood High School, also known in some parts as Deadwood High School, which is clearly not appropriate or indeed correct. So here we are then, looking for kick-off in about 3 minutes, 2-3 minutes. Looks like Tam playing left to right as we look across the water. Redwood right to left. And we'll get the starting lineup shortly. Of course, Tam High School coming off a draw with Archie Williams, 1-1 draw on Saturday, but remaining top of the league. Probably, I'm guessing Redwood, Tam, Archie, and Terralinda vying for the top four, possibly with San Rafael High School for the top four playoff spots. At the moment, as I say, Tam running high at number one, a point or two ahead of Archie. Yeah, in fact, quick update on the MCAL current league standings. Yeah, Tam number one at the moment, first place with 7-0-5, just ahead of San Rafael, actually, currently in second place, and Redwood in third place. So 1v3 currently. Archie Williams with a game in hand, though, depending on how their remaining games go. And Terralinda, probably those top five teams fighting out for the top four slots for the playoffs. And the two league leading scorers on show today from Tam High School, Skylar Hoybrecht with 10 goals so far this season, followed in second place by Mr. Mazariegos from Redwood and Mr. Tabak, also from Redwood, both with 6 goals and 5 goals respectively. A little bit behind Skylar with 10 goals this season so far for Tam. All right, Redwood lining up then, looking ready to go. Tam High just doing their pre-match warm-up, getting each other psyched up and ready to go. All right, here we go then. Looks like the lineups is 3 across the back, 2 wing backs with 3 in the middle, and I think it's Jasper and Skylar up front. And we're off. Okay, long through ball from Redwood, cut out there by Josh, lays it back to Flynn. Flynn to Griffin. Another through ball there for Jasper to run onto. Cleared away by number 14, Aidan Kim for Redwood. Only as far though as Griffin, and a cross comes in from Adam on the far side, tidied up by Ian Murdoch. Ian Murdoch plays it into the penalty box again, and very close to pushing through to be picked up, but Redwood counter. Redwood counter down the right wing, and cut out well there by Nathaniel. Lays it off to Ian Murdoch, to Jasper, back to Ian, looking to hold the ball up, regroup and distribute. Long ball through. Try about on those, but only as far as the Redwood midfield. And a bit of back and forth here. Neither team playing with much control at this stage. But it looks like Redwood passing on the way through, but the ball is cut out again by Josh as the Redwood centre forward looks for their left winger. Again though, dispossessed in the middle of the park. And Redwood now starting to exert a little bit more control down the left wing. Gives it to the captain, number 4, Matt Jessen, who doesn't quite manage to get a cross in, and the ball is hurriedly cleared by Tam, but again turned over and picked up again for a Redwood throw-in on the 5-yard line. And it looks like a bit of a knock to the Redwood captain there. That's helped up by Jessen there, Dave Mazariogos. Mazariogos, as I said, the second leading goal scorer behind Skylar. Long throw in. Finds the edge of the box, bit of a scramble away by Trevor. And the ball bobbling around. Falls to Trevor Islam again though, but he's tackled and lays it off to Ian Murdoch. Murdoch to Jasper. Can't seem to quite clear our lines here, and still on the little overhead kick there from Mazariegos. And the ball goes out for a goal kick to Tam. Sam Clark looking to play it out again by Nathaniel. Playing out from the back here. Nathaniel looking for the long ball forward. Finds Griffin. Lays it off to Skylar. Skylar dancing inside. Goes for a hopeful shot, but it bounces back and falls to be cleared by Redwood. And Flynn tidies up again at the back, as does Derek. A little bit of time on the ball now with Nathaniel, but he plays another long ball forward, hoping to get in behind the Redwood defence. And some good hustle there from Skylar Holbrook. Throw in for Redwood. Takes a long throw in up the line. And now Redwood trying to establish some possession, but it looks like the ball's gone out of play. Looks like it's a Tam throw in here on the right hand side, about the 30-yard line, 40-yard line. Number 19, Flynn. For Tam, looks like he's taking the throw in. A little movement on the part of Tam right now. And it goes long, it's flicked on by Jasper. The defence not quite talking things through there, but they clear well enough. And again, we turn over the ball. Tam's turned over the ball there in the halfway line. but one back again. Nice play there by Trevor on the far side. Nathaniel looking up, finds Jasper. Jasper now's got options on the right-hand side. If he can push it right one more, and he does. Josh picks it up, 26 on the edge of the box. Plays a lovely ball in to the edge of the penalty box. And a somewhat speculative, but nevertheless worth an effort shot from Trevor Islam there.
Through the posts.
Out only as far as Ian Murdoch again, though. And Jasper picks up possession on about the 20-yard line, but then is dispossessed by the Redwood Kevin Castro, Redwood number 9. But our defence so far seems to be intact. And we're playing out the back, looking for the through ball again, though, quite early on. Seems to be a deliberate tactic here that Tam are using, trying to get the ball long through ball for the centre forwards or for the front forward players to run onto. Nice ball in there from Redwood. Redwood had the shot, and it's a good save by Sam Clark. Down low to his left. Fortunately, Derek Moore on hand there to clean up. But Redwood come again. Appeals the handball, but I don't think it was. Certainly the referee doesn't think so either, and the ball goes out for a goal kick for Tam. Neither side playing with much control at the moment. Lots of turnovers on both sides. The through balls from their midfielders, both teams' midfielders to their forwards running on behind the defence seems to be the main plan at the moment. But Jasper picks up the ball again in the middle of the park. Little skirmish for Trevor Islam, but he's dispossessed. But gives the ball. The Rebel player gives the ball back to Adam. And Jasper down the wing there, looks to get across, can't quite connect with his supporting players in the middle of the park there, both Josh and Griffin up there to receive the ball, but couldn't quite get the ball away. Jasper couldn't quite get the ball away, but we're back on now here, and then Griffin's now on the edge of the box, looks for a good cutout defending, but Griffin wins it back. And Josh looks to get across him, but deflection off the Redwood player for a Tam throw in about the 20-yard line. All right, long throw probably to be taken by Josh. He's got an excellent, long throw in, gets to the edge of the 6-yard box, and hop. And Jasper up there with a header, and a follow-up, and a goal. And the referee's given it. Yeah, so a great initial header there from Jasper. Follows up his own header, drives the ball into the back of the net. Really keeper didn't have much of a chance the second time with the follow-up, but really good pressure there from Tam, giving us an early goal at around the 10-minute mark. That's a good settler for Tam. They'll feel a little bit more confident there. I think now they can settle a little bit more into their pattern, play a bit more of possession, get a bit more of a possession game and a high press that they've been doing recently. But this Redwood team are not to be underestimated. Of course, drawing 2-2 pre-Christmas in the first leg of this game. Very, very tight game then. But again, Tam come well down the left wing and pick up a free kick on about the 30-yard line, left-hand side. Looks like Skyler's going to take it, right-footed, looking to drive the ball into somewhere around the 10-yard line. Good height, keeper came out, wasn't needed, the defender was strong, defence there. And Nathaniel with a good defensive header, loses his footing there, but Redwood still on the attack. Redwood looking to counter and get back into this game as quickly as they can. And throw into Redwood there on the right-hand side around the 30-yard line. And long throw, little Little push in the back there of the Redwood captain. That's a dangerous free kick position here. You can see them lining up for potential shot at goal. And I think there's going to be a wall built. Sam Clark just directing the wall there, 4-man wall. And Maziriegos, the captain, looking to... It's a good shot, but is easily taken by Sam Clark there. No real danger. And Tam looking to play out the back here. Sam Clark to Flynn. Flynn puts the long ball forward. Could be flicked on. Oh, well controlled there by Griffin, but loses out to the Redwood number 6. Connects again. And it's a little harum scarum, but Griffin ends up back on the ball, pushes the ball out to the left to Trevor. Trevor plays a nice ball into the edge of the box, but it looks like the keeper's going to pick that up, but Jasper nearly hustled the ball from the keeper there. And Redwood once again dispossessed in the middle of the park there. Our midfield at the moment playing some good hustling, aggressive football, picking the ball up when they can. Flynn clears, gives it to Jasper. Jasper now hustling for the ball on the far left-hand side. Lovely run now, lovely run by Trevor. Trevor pushes it outside to Jasper. Jasper's putting a nice cross in, if he can turn. And Skylar not quite able to turn quickly enough and finish that one. But again, cleaned up. Adam coming across with Josh, and good hustle again from Griffin. Yeah, the hustle factor at the moment from Tam is high. They're certainly trying to get amongst the Redwood team and not let them dwell on the ball. Long throw from number 2 from Redwood. Pushes it to his captain. A little bit of holding possibly, but the ref doesn't pick it up. And number 4, Matt Jensen, looks to push the ball out to the right-hand side. Gives it to Kevin Castro. Kevin Castro now pushing the ball into the Tamil Pius penalty area. But again, cleaned up by the ever-industrious Griffin. Griffin looking for a return ball now. Number 14 going down the wing. Looking to put perhaps a little bit of a miscue there, but manages to pick up Jasper. Jasper playing it back to Trevor now. Trevor back to Ian Murdoch. In challenge tackle in there by the Redwood number 6. But cleaned up again by Nathaniel. Nathaniel at left back. Nathaniel Burrows. Defence holding up quite well considering, of course, the lack of Ben Southern for the rest of the season here, unfortunately. But Ben is on the sideline, as you can imagine, cheering on his fellow teammates. Flynn comes up to clear his lines once again. High press seems to be working quite well from Tam at the moment. But Matt Jessen for Redwood now collects the ball, lays it off to Andrew Palmer. Palmer down the wing to Aidan Kim. And the ball goes in from Redwood, but is cleared once again by Nathaniel. Looks like Salem's come on as a sub there. And Jasper being pushed off the ball there for a free kick for Tam around the 40-yard line. Looks like going to be taken by number 17, Adam Lykin. He stands off to let one of the defenders. Looks like Derek Moore stepping up. Long through ball into the sunshine, looking for the flick on. It drops down in front of Jasper again, and Jasper turns with a handy left foot attempt, pushed out for a corner by the Redwood number 7. All right, so we have a corner from the far left-hand side. Griffin, looks like Griffin's taking the corner. And cars are pulling up all along now, trying to see this cross come in from Griffin. There it is. It's a nice height. A little flick there from Ethan, I think, actually didn't quite connect with it in the right direction, but nevertheless, a good effort, good corner. All right, goal kick to Redwood. And so I'm challenging in the middle. Plays off for Adam. And Ethan's now looking out for Josh down the right-hand side. Gives it to Salem. Salem to Flynn. Flynn to Griffin. Griffin back to Ethan. Ooh, little tap there, but he gets away with it. And Redwood start to clear the lines down the right-hand side. But it looks like, oh, a little bit of a heavy hand there on Nathaniel from the Redwood right winger. And Derek with a chance to clear our lines and reset for Tam to push into the Redwood half again. A long through ball from Derek once again. And that falls for Skylar. And Skylar's all the way through. If you can just beat the... And he hits the post. Oh dear, very unlucky there. Skylar pushes all the way through there. Good strength. And just unlucky to push the ball against the upright on the left-hand side there. Goal kick for Redwood. Redwood now looking to play at the back, but only go as far as Salem in the middle of the park again. Derek with a header. Redwood number 2, Caden Bennett, now puts in the cross ball, but only gets as far as Nathaniel. Picked up again by Salem. Trying to play a ball off to the left, a little bit too much of an ask there for Ethan on the far left-hand side. Throw in for Redwood on about the halfway line. Overhead kick to no one there by the Redwood number 9. Redwood number 8, though, gets the throw in. And Redwood will be looking to push this ball now onto the edge of the penalty area. And that's a good bit of defending there by Ethan, but gives away the throw in there. Same position, Redwood throw number 14. Hopefully get a bit more length on this one. Yep, trying to push the ball now into the penalty area, but again cleared at least out as far as the 20-25 yard line by Tam. And that's a good bit of hustling and good through ball by Griffin there. Nobody quite on the end of it, but a very good tackle initially. And defending well again in the middle, that's Salem. Redwood number 8 has got some strength though. And Matt Jessen, the Redwood number 4 and captain, also showing some good vision. And that's a lovely cross ball there from Redwood number 6 to number 9, but cut out well once again by Ethan Chase. Ethan Chase defending well down that back left-hand side. I think trying to operate in a left wing-back position. And again makes a good tackle to push the ball out for another Redwood throw. Redwood look to regroup and pass the ball back across, but Griffin once again putting the Redwood right under pressure there. And looks like winning a throw in for Nathaniel to take for Tam on the 20-yard line. Salem looks up, nice through ball from Salem to Jasper. Jasper pushed off the ball, but he stays strong, stays upright, and back to Salem. Salem's got a shot to push in again to Ethan, plays a 1-2 with Jasper. If Jasper can push it now to the right-hand side, Josh is wide open, but it looks like they are getting suffocated down the left-hand side there. Need to look for a little bit more space. There is space out here on the right-hand side or back towards the middle if they can just play with a little more structure and control at this point. And Josh goes off. And as the crowd chants, Speedy Reedy coming on here. Sam Reed returning after a hamstring injury, but seemed to go well enough against Archie for 20 minutes. Now takes the field here against Redwood. And Nathaniel forces the throw in on the far left-hand side there, takes the throw in himself. Down as far as Jasper. Jasper tries to turn the ball in but can't quite get it away. Intercepted by Redwood. Some nice footwork, but only as far as Derek Moore on the left-hand side at the back there. And that's a clever idea to allow And out of there, Carvey to go in down the left-hand side and force the corners, force a throw in. I think we got there. Yeah, so it's a throw in to be taken by Nathaniel there on the left-hand side around the 15-yard line. It's a good long throw, cut out by the Redwood defence to be taken again. Nathaniel with another throw-in opportunity. And the ball runs on there as an opportunity for Tam. A little bit of a scramble in the defence, and it's cleared by Redwood. Played back in there by Derek Moore. But only as far as the Redwood defenders. Redwood can't seem to keep hold of the ball at the moment, and so that's giving opportunity for Tam to push up front, but they give away a free kick there. An attacking free kick that allows Redwood to clear the lines. And Caden Bennett now for Redwood. Passes down to his captain, Matt Jessen. Matt with some degree of control, getting hustled by Sam Reed. And as the ball goes off there for, I think, a throw-in for Redwood. While we're taking a quick pause here, quick breather, we can say thanks very much indeed to Tam Boosters and Tam High Foundation for helping fund everything that you see here, including Tam TV, of course. Tam TV is a great example of your donations at work here, so please continue to support them whenever you can. All right, here we go then. Matt Jessen, the Redwood number 4, taking a long free kick towards the edge of the box, but cleared nicely by Derek Moore there. Not quite too far enough though, as Redwood retain possession. And Jack Middleton now lays it off once again to Matt Jessen. Puts a lovely ball in. Can Sam Clark clear? And Sam Clark does well to pick that out of the air after a through ball from. That's really the only second, maybe third time that Redwood have challenged the goalkeeper here at Tam. Nice play there by Salem. Salem drives through, pushing all the way through. 1-2 there to receive the ball back. Now he's get a cross in and puts a great effort in, but just pushes the ball past the right-hand post. Great run though by Salem to perhaps have got across into one or two of the heads of those charging in on the far post there, but nevertheless a very good effort. All right, goal kick for Redwood. That's 17 minutes to go in the first half here. Tam still leading by 1-0. And candidly holding most of the possession and most of the territory. Although here come Redwood. Number 10, Jacob Smith down the right-hand side there. Tam defence seem to be holding up pretty well though. It's the first, we haven't heard much yet from Skylar today, but he looks to get a touch in there and tries to free up at the front. And there's Sam Reed with his first touch of the game. Characteristically physical, gives it a nice ball down the right-hand side. Carvey plays the ball in. Oh, it's a hopeful and acrobatic bicycle kick from Skylar. But not a bad effort given the circumstance. Nice cross in there though. Redwood goal kick. Ball played long up the middle. Looks to be cut out. Derek Moore once again solid at the back. Derek, a very able substitute for Ben Southern at the back there. Looks like now Skylar's going to have another pop for goal. Oh, what a goal. It's a beautifully taken goal. He picked his spot on the right-hand side there. The keeper stretched hard and fast to his left, low to his left, but really couldn't quite do enough. It's perfect placement by Skylar Holbrook, taking the score to 2-0 to Tam High at this stage. This is a very, very controlled performance, very good performance so far by Tam. Dominating possession, certainly more shots on goal than we've seen recently. And defence seems to be holding up well as well. The crowd go wild. Redwood looking to find a way back into this game here. They don't seem to be able to gain control of the ball, hold on to it long enough to do anything meaningful, although they've had one or two opportunities to press into the Tam goalmouth. Easily cleaned, though, by Sam Clark. And Nathaniel there, looking to clear his defences. Comes off a Redwood player, so it's a Tam throw-in on about the 10-yard line. Yes, this new look defence actually appears to be holding up pretty well, considering. And Tam scrambled the ball away, but Redwood push it back in, cleared again by off the head of it, Derek Moore. And Adam pushes the ball forward once again to Carvey. Ian Murdoch now with the ball in hand. Good vision there. Tries to push it through. It's a good idea to try and pick out Skylar. But the ball rebounds and comes back to the Redwood number 10. The Redwood number 10 is looking to take Nathaniel down the right wing, which he does successfully. Now looking to put the ball in, but Jasper back defends ably for a corner kick to Redwood. Yeah, whilst Tam have been playing with a degree of confidence and maintaining possession and territory here, Redwood are looking good on the breakout, the breakaway here. And have a corner coming in now. It's an in-swinger. And headed by the Redwood number 8, but goes to the right-hand side of the goal there. No real danger to the Tam goalmouth. Playing out the back again there, Sam Clark to Nathaniel. Nathaniel looking to play that long ball forward again, which he does. Nope, and he nearly gets picked off there, and in fact, he gets tripped by the Redwood player after the ball's gone. So that'll be a free kick to Tam. Well inside our own half here. And Flynn looking up to push, nearly dispossessed, but gets the ball out as far as Sam Reed. Sam Reed then, and nice bit of footwork there by Salem. Salem pushes the ball out to Carvey. Carvey now looks to square the ball to Adam. Adam back to Salem. Salem perhaps looking for a ball to the edge of the ball and picks out. Lovely through ball there to pick out Skylar Holbrook. Can't quite capitalise on it in front of the goal there, but nevertheless the idea was good. But Redwood counter again down that right flank. And number 10, he's quick, and in fact in that case he takes a little bit of a shove from Nathaniel trying to get back. No malice in it, I don't think. But nevertheless, a card shown to Nathaniel, perhaps surprisingly there. But nevertheless, it was a good opportunity for the Redwood player coming through there. Nathaniel goes in the book and, according to high school rules, has to leave the field. And is replaced by, let's have a look here. All right, Tam forming a wall about 5 yards away. Of course, the referee will push them back 10 yards. No spray paint in his pocket, so he's showing them exactly where to stand. Three-man wall, checking in with the goalkeeper. Make sure they're in the right place. Looks like Sam Clark is happy with that. Free kick comes in from Redwood. Nice touch and a head flicker of a header from Salem, which puts us for a corner for Redwood on the left-hand side now. Matt Jessen to take it. Rides it in. And it's a punch from Sam Clark. Does well to clear his lines there. But only as far as another corner, this time from the right-hand side for Redwood. It looks like Masriegos again take the corner for Redwood. I'm going to be trying to clear out here. It's a good corner. Finds Derek, and there was a somewhat wild, uncontrolled swing there by the Redwood number 4, Matt Jessen. But now gives Tam the opportunity to clear up to the halfway line with a goal kick from Sam Clark. All right, just 10 minutes to go in this first half here. A good foundation, no doubt, by Tam. 2-0 up here, of course, as you remember, the first leg of this game before Christmas was a 2-2 draw, salvaged in the last minute by Tam, 2-1 down until that very last minute. But we're competing well now. Tam competing well in the middle of the park, and it looks like a quick free kick to be taken by Derek Moore. Looking to push the ball up to the edge of the penalty area, no doubt. Which he does. Long through ball again. Trying to find Skylar, which in fact he does, but Skylar unable to control the ball moving fast off of his right foot there. And now Redwood playing out the back. Looking to play the ball into the middle, but are likely to be dispossessed once again in the middle of the park, although they hold on to a possession at least for a moment or two. But now Skylar picks up the ball, can push the ball right out to Sam Reed. Now Salem can find him, and Ian Murdoch almost gets in on the end of a nice through ball there from Salem. And again, Redwood pushing, hustling. Sam Reed hustling back, which is good to see. And the long through ball is going to roll all the way through to be picked up by Sam Clark. Pushes the ball to the right to Flynn. Flynn now looks for that early ball up the middle. Not really enough height on that one, but now needs to get back. Scurries back to defend the cross ball that comes in. It's deflected. It's a lovely punch clear by Sam Clark. Again, seems to have the awareness there in the middle of the in front of the goal, around the 6-yard box. But like I said, Redwood looking to threaten at the moment. They've had some scrambled shots on goal. Defence needs to tighten things up a little bit. And a turning shot from the Redwood striker pushes past the left-hand post. Goal kick to Tam. Sam Clark pushes the ball up to the middle of the field. A little bit of pushing and shoving there, but looks like Tam are going to do a bit of push and shoving themselves there. And free kick to Redwood. Looks to clear the ball to the right. Switches the game to the Redwood number 14, Aidan Kim. Aidan Kim does well to keep the ball and push it down the right wing. Another cross coming in from Redwood, but can't get the ball across the face of the goal and puts it behind for a goal kick. They're trying to exploit, Redwood are trying to exploit that right wing and having some success doing so. Although the left-back defence of Nathaniel appears at the moment to be forcing them to execute poorly, and they can't quite get that ball across the face of the goal that they're trying to get. But we need to be careful of that. And Ian Merck plays nicely, through ball to Trevor. Trevor's now looking to get a cross in, which he does, but doesn't quite find Sam Reed on the far side. But he gets a second bite at the cherry, and then he's dispossessed. Trevor dispossessed by the Redwood number 2 defender, who in turn pushes it back and then out to Redwood number 14. It's a lovely turn there by the Redwood number 8. Manages to push the ball through quickly to number 4 for Matt Jessen down that left-hand side now, threatening, but well handled by Trevor and then cleared by Flynn, but only as far as the Redwood number 20, Jack Middleton. Ball comes in, nice cross this time from Redwood, but handled capably by Sam Clark. And flicked on there from Skylar. No chance for Sam Reed to track that one down. Unlike Tam's defence, the Redwood defence are playing very deep, which means that when they get dispossessed, as they've just been done here, there's danger as Skylar now looks to drive through, but can't quite clear as the defence scrambles to tackle back. But we're still there on the edge of the Redwood box. Trevor Islam on the right-hand side now, looking to goose his man, which he puts a lovely through ball in, but again, just a little bit too far in front of Skylar for him to pick up. But Tam's tactic of defending high and scrambling back when needed appears to be working very well. I would say that Redwood perhaps could take a leaf out of their book and push a little bit higher in defence and try and retain possession around the halfway mark. A little bit of tennis being played on the right-hand side. Nathaniel now putting the ball out as far as Adam, who puts it into touch. Throw in Redwood. But again, Redwood lose the ball. Perhaps on some unforced errors here. And a little shove there on Skylar. Free kick for Tam around the 30-yard line on the left-hand side. And Tam pushing 9 players forward. Looking to get on the end of this one, no doubt. Looks like either Skylar or Adam will take this free kick. Adam with his left foot skips over it. Gives to Skylar. It's a pre-planned move, straight off the training ground, but it didn't quite come off there. Control wasn't quite there as needed. Well, we've seen that work a couple of times, that move work a couple of times. We've picked up the ball again, giving it back. Skylar now looking to take players on the left-hand side. Bullied off the ball there, though, by the Redwood player and retaliates. And Redwood would pick up the free kick in the far corner. Redwood looking to play out the back again. Picked up by number 2, Caden Bennett. Caden Bennett switches the ball as he can down to the middle of the park, but again, the danger snuffed out, at least at first hand, and Nathaniel cleans up the mess once again. Only as far as the Redwood centre, though, who pushed the ball back down to the Redwood number 4, but again, not really threatening the Tam goal there. Cleared up easily enough by Sam Clark, who distributes nobody in particular on the far side there. And number 13 in with a shot here. Oh, cut out there. Could perhaps have had a shot himself. Cleared up with some degree of control, though, and confidence and composure at the back by the Tam defence. Thrown to Redwood around the halfway mark. Referee pushing him back there. It's a long throw from the number 2. Intercepted by Salem. Pushed out by Trevor. And Sam Reed gets a touch. Does he have the pace to go through it? Yes, he nearly beats his man. He did accelerate well there, gets through the gap between the 2 players, but just not quite enough room for him to capitalise. And now Redwood counter-attack. Redwood looking to push the ball down that right flank once again. It's paid some good dividends. Number 20 wide open in the middle, but Redwood dispossessed again by a nice bit of defending there by Jasper. And the ball goes through once again, looking for Sam's pace to pick up at the far side, which he actually does quite well. Throw into Redwood, though. Jasper hustling the Rebel players on the far side there, tied it up by Nathaniel, but free kick given to Redwood around the 30-yard line. Sorry, a throw in there. Ball must have just got out of play. Number 8 trying to dominate the middle for Redwood, and now see number 10, Jacob Smith, coming through. Sorry, number 20. Number 20, Jack Middleton again. But Nathaniel does well and cleans up at the back nicely. Redwood looking under pressure, even in possession in the middle of the park here. Not that they can't get a breakaway. Well, Tam are certainly hustling well. Looks like Sam Reed's going to take a breather, rest that hamstring of his, give Griffin another chance up on the right-hand side. Thrown for Tam on the halfway line to be taken by Flynn. Little flick on from Griffin. Kind of manages to push past well. Gets himself in a good position to put a cross in here. It must Oh, he couldn't quite find Ian Murdoch or Griffin on the return pass. Did really well, though, to get around the right-hand side there. Just couldn't quite push it back across far enough. Nicely handled there by Jasper. And Nathaniel comes into the middle of the park now. Pushes it through to Ian Murdoch. In turns, gets himself some space. Lays the ball back with some nice footwork. Gives it back to Nathaniel. Nathaniel now gives it to Jasper. Jasper down the left wing. Gives it back to Murdoch. Murdoch on the edge of the box. Little bit of fancy footwork from Murdoch. Manages to push it back out to Griffin, who is fouled just outside the penalty area there on the far left-hand side. Probably a yard, less than a yard outside the penalty area. I would suspect they'll look here for a right-footed in-swinger. Looks like Jasper. It looks like Skyler's going to take it here. Probably look for something like Derek or Flynn going into the far post. Couldn't quite get under it enough to get enough height on it there. Looks like another corner for Tam. This time to be taken by Griffin. Takes it short. Gives it to Skyler on the edge of the box. Defence comes flying in. Skyler's got some lovely footwork, but just loses his balance there. And he's on the edge of the box still. But the referee calls half-time here at Tam High, Sam Chapman Stadium. Tam lead 2-0. Once again, I want to thank Tam Boosters and the Tam High Foundation for making this superb commentary possible with their equipment. Tam TV is a great example of your donations and your dollars going to work. So please keep them coming in. Give to Tam Boosters and the Tam High Foundation. And here we are back live at Tam High School for the local derby between Tam High and Redwood. Tam High lead 2-0 at half-time, having had most of the possession in the first half, most of the territory, a number of good chances on goal. Although Redwood have looked good in the counter-attack and have picked up a couple of opportunities. I'm now joined in the commentary box here by Mia Breckenridge. Good afternoon, Mia.
How are you doing tonight? It's Maya, but
Mia
works
Maya,
too.
potato,
It's okay.
tomato.
The girls' varsity coach calls me Mia as well, so at
All
this
right.
point it's interchangeable.
You can call me Andy.
Okay, sounds good.
Or Sam's dad.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of improvement from the Tam boys team, especially since the last game when they tied 1-1 away.
Yeah, they certainly play with a degree of confidence this afternoon, haven't they?
Totally.
Looking to hustle whenever Redwood have got the ball and looking in control when they've got the ball. Nice thumbs up there from Jasper, number 20, to our commentary team. I think it was directed more at Maya rather than me, but there we are.
Shout out Griffin. It's his birthday.
Oh, happy birthday to Griffin, number 14.
Big
Just about
16.
to take sweet 16 for Griffin. And Penblwydd Hapus, as we say back in Wales. All right, here we go then. Long through ball once again from Nathaniel. Cleared with a header from Redwood. Redwood now turn the ball to number 20. Pushes the ball down the left flank this time. Looks to get the cross in. And he's tripped on the edge of the box. That could be a penalty. And Redwood have a penalty. Fairly obvious one. A late swinging tackle from Trevor, the Tam defence there. A little unnecessary, I think, but there we are. Looks to step up in front of the goal. Penalty looks like it's going to be taken by number 4, Matt Jessen. Matt Jessen for Redwood. Sam Clark,
The goalie.
under some degree of pressure here. He'll decide which way to go and commit one way or the other. But Redwood's opportunity to get back into this game. Oh, and he goes the right way, but just out of reach.
That was a nice goal.
For him, and a nice goal scored by Matt Jessen there, you're right.
I believe that's the captain of the Redwood team as well.
I believe you are right. All right, well, listen, Redwood back in this now, despite the possession and territory shown by Tam. Tam now looking to get a quick goal back if they can, no doubt.
It's a quick start to the second half for sure.
And Griffin plays the ball back to Nathaniel. Nathaniel puts the long ball through once again. Certainly Tam a fan of the long ball up the middle. Pushed out though by number 10, Jacob Smith, for a Tam throw-in. Flynn with the throw-in. Looking to try and pick out Griffin, pushed out by the Redwood defender number 6. Ball comes in for a second shot by Flynn. Flynn puts a throw-in down the flank to Griffin. Griffin with some fancy footwork and getting stuck in the corner though for a throw-in, another throw-in
for Tam.
And here they come. Again, Flynn with the throw-in. Looking to find Griffin or Trevor on the edge of the 6-yard line, 6-yard box. Does that. Trevor tries to flick on behind, doesn't quite manage it. Cross comes in though. Cross came in from Flynn and pushed out for a corner to Tam on the right-hand side now. Who are we looking to pick out here, May? Do you think Flynn, who is going to be taking it? Trevor down the far side, is it?
I think that's
Adam.
Adam.
Yeah. Okay, he's looking to your left foot here. He's going to try and in-swing and pick up either Griffin or Skylar. And it's a good effort, cleared by the Redwood goalkeeper with a punch. Only as far though as Salem, who's now back on the edge of the box, but can't quite thread the needle through. But we're pressing hard whenever Redwood are in possession. Still good to see there on around the 20-yard line. Throw in, though, to Redwood around the 20-yard line, gives them a chance to clear.
Ball goes in. Salem on the ball.
Once again, good hustle from Salem and Adam, but only as far as the number 20 for Redwood, who pushed the ball down the left-hand side there. Once again, cross comes in and cleared for a throw-in by Jasper. Thrown to Redwood on around the 10-yard line.
Nice throwing in.
And a goal kick for Tam. Tam need to be on their toes here in defence. Whilst the penalty was a clear penalty and probably one of the first times Redwood have looked truly threatening. Nevertheless, the pressure has certainly come on a little bit from Redwood, and they're looking to equalise if they can. Tam, of course, hoping to get another one and get a clear bit of daylight between them and Redwood. And Skylar pushes the ball on for Griffin. Griffin stays on task, pushes out the ball as far as Ian Murdoch, who pushes it down the left to Jasper. Jasper now looking to get the cross in, which he does, trying to pick out Trevor on the far side, gets his head to it, but not a threat for the Redwood goalie.
Long ball sent up. Nathaniel on number 4. Playing it back.
It looks like Redwood stringing some passes together and playing with a little bit of control and structure. I'm sure their coach had a word with them at half-time about that. But giving the ball away again around the halfway line. And Adam Larkin plays the long ball through, trying to pick out Skylar.
Skylar chasing down the defender.
And pushes the ball out for a Redwood throw.
Yeah, Redwood throw.
I think Tam looking to continue their high-pressing game here. Seems to be paying dividends so far. High hustle factor, high energy factor.
Jasper takes possession off to Ian.
And Adam now got a left foot. Cross in. Nobody on the end of it, though. A bit falls for Griffin with a shot. Possible handball, though. I think he's given a handball. Yeah, the referee gave a handball on the edge of the box there. And the ball clearing the crossbar anyway. But not a bad setup there from Tam.
Good effort.
Redwood looking to play at the back again. This is number 14, Aidan Kim. Plays number 13, Thomas Griffin. Griffin on the ball, pushes it back. Number 9, Kevin Castro. Puts in the long ball at the right-hand side. Cut out by Nathaniel once again. Nathaniel having a very good game, as always, at the back left here. Really not overly threatened. Gives the ball to, Jasper gives the ball to Skylar. Skylar dispossessed, though. Skylar now pushed out with number 10. And number 10, Jacob Smith. He's quick.
Yeah, I definitely noticed some speed coming from Redwood's wingers.
And Adam and Nathaniel heading out for each other. Ball goes through for number 8. And number 8 takes a shove in the back. And he's given another penalty. And I think on the replay that would be an interesting second look. But I think the shove in the back was probably pretty blatant.
Saw the full arm extend for sure.
I don't think anybody can argue with that. Second penalty, either penalty, frankly. Not quite sure what the Tam defence are up to at the moment, but seem to be giving away penalties. Unless, was he offside? Maybe he was offside before the penalty was given. And the touch judge and the referee, the assistant referee and the referee consulting as to whether or not there may or may not have been an offside immediately before the shove, which gave the penalty away.
I think they decided to keep the penalty.
Is sticking with his on-field decision, despite the recommendation from the VAR. Penalty to be taken once again by Matt Jessen. Easily into the top left-hand side. That puts Redwood 2-2. So really two sloppy mistakes, two unforced, unneeded errors by Tam have let Redwood right back into this game. But Tam has certainly played with enough confidence and cohesion up to this point to wrest the game back. They continue with their game plan so far and don't panic. There's still time, a good half an hour to go in this game. Tam just need to calm themselves down, continue to do what they've been doing so far. And nice control there by Griffin, plays the ball back across the middle of the park. Derek Moore back in, plays it long to Griffin.
Hit out by number 14. Looks like it'll be a Tam throw-in.
And Josh still not on the field at the moment. Looking to come in possibly in a moment, but that long throw that he brings absent, so Griffin goes short, gives it to Ian Murdoch with some footwork to try and beat the Redwood defence, but only is able to play it into his own player, who gives away the free kick. But Tam pick up again, but there's nobody on the end of that. And Salem plays
goes for it.
Salem, some nice footwork there, a nice effort, good effort. And Flynn plays the ball back to Murdoch, Murdoch to Adam. And gives it away, intercepted by number 14. Number 14 comes away now with the ball, pushes up to his captain, number 4. Nathaniel needs to recover back quickly here, and does so. Nice play there by Nathaniel, really holds the play up well, allows Griffin to get across and tackle the number 4 into touch. Throw in for Redwood.
Good clearance from, I believe, Adam in the back.
As far as Redwood now still looking to threaten. Thrown to be taken by the 2-goal scorer now, 2-penalty scorer, captain Matt Jessen. Nice long switch direction by number 6. And cleared up at the back by Trevor. Pushed out for a throw-in on about the 20-yard line for Redwood. Oh, come on.
Unfortunately, that is another
That's
foul.
another free kick, but I will say that on that particular occasion, the Oscar for best performance and dive would go to the Redwood left winger, because whilst there was a little bit of argy-bargy there, I think the reaction was probably a little overplayed and looking for the same result as the previous 2 fouls on the edge of the box, or just inside the box, I should say. So here we go, we've got a free kick then, nevertheless. Number 8, Redwood, chips the ball in for the far post.
And that'll be a goal kick for Tam.
And Redwood unable to capitalise on that.
Unfortunately, the aggression in the back has caused a lot of danger for Tam defense.
Yeah, I'm not sure whether or not the pushing and shoving, the argy-bargy, is particularly merited at this stage or helpful at this stage. Certainly a 2-0 up, you'd think that the arguing should be done on the field with the ball at feet. But that's a nice ball for Josh through, but unable to find anybody coming forward on the right-hand side.
Ball out wide to number 2 on Redwood, I believe. Sent up the line, building out of the back. Number 14 will play into space.
Redwood definitely playing with more confidence and control now.
Looks like
picks out number 8 in the penalty box, but dealt with quite well there by Derek Moore. Pushes the ball out for a throw-in to Redwood. Sustained period of pressure here from Redwood. I think Tam need to be on their toes to make sure that they don't concede a third goal. And the ball goes out for another corner for Redwood. Defense need to tighten up a little bit, communicate a little bit better with each other.
Looks like there's a little bickering going on in the back. corner for Redwood. Looks like they're going to play it long.
Ball comes high. Well cleared there by Derek, but only as far as the number 2. Gets another shot to get the cross in. Ball bounces, but goes out for a goal kick.
I mean, these situations have just been putting a lot of pressure on Tam's goalies, so hopefully we're able to find some clearances.
Yeah, and he's a cool head at the back now, doesn't it? Perhaps this is where Ben Southern is being missed. Somebody needs to just calm the defence down a little bit, get them to settle on the ball, play with the same degree of aplomb and control that they showed in the first half. There's been a little bit harum-scarum in front of the goal in the last 10 minutes or so.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure the team wasn't too happy about Ben's decision, but it's for the best for him. Then all we can do is be happy for his decisions.
Thrown for Redwood on the far side now.
Ball back to
number
Flynn.
8 again.
Jasper going for that, but it is.
Jasper getting stuck in. Josh getting bullied off the ball, but we win the ball back. Salem, nice tackle there.
It'll be a Redwood throw in. Ball sent long. Flynn's able to get a head on it. Again, a Tam throw in this time.
All right, Josh back on now. Very long throw that he's got. He's going to try and push the ball now down towards Jasper on the right wing, which he does. Jasper with a flick on. And Skylar gets free, but unable to get his cross in before it's intercepted by the Redwood number 8 defender. Pushes it out for a throw in. And again, we'll see Josh here now with his long throw, trying to get somewhere on the top of the head on the edge of the 6-yard box.
Beautiful throw in. Intercepted by the Redwood defender and goes out for a Redwood goal kick. Ball placed around the 40-yard line. Redwood keeping possession. Ball sent up. Intercepted by Flynn to Adam.
Adam looking to switch the play, which he does nicely here, getting the ball across to Jasper. He's got a little bit of time on the ball.
I think that's Ethan Chase.
Ethan, beg your pardon, you're right. And Ethan dispossessed there by Redwood number 14. And Salem comes in with a good, strong tackle on the Redwood number 4.
For a Redwood throw-in. About 22 minutes left, I think.
And the referee feels he got enough on that ball, got in the way enough there to change the direction of play, so he's going to give a Redwood free ball. Not sure how that worked. And Redwood on the edge of the box again. Number 8 gets free.
Position.
Well played there by Ethan. Clears
Great
well.
clearance.
Did well to stay off him.
Going for the ball, and it is out. It'll be a...
Yeah, Ethan at left back did well there. Must have been very tempted to dive in and potentially give away yet another penalty, but did well to control his tackle and then his subsequent clearance.
Redwood throw-in goes to number 4. Nathaniel's able to get a hit off that for another Redwood throw-in. Ball goes back in. Griffin's able to intercept it. Out to Jasper. Salem takes possession.
Salem plays well with a good strong tackle now. He's looking to push forward in the middle. Gives the ball left to Jasper. Jasper picks up the ball on the edge of the 30-yard line. A little overthinking perhaps. Could have just pushed that a little bit further out to the right where Josh was all alone. But now number 4 for Redwood is on the wing. One-on-one against Nathaniel. And keeper comes early. And still in play though by the Redwood left wing. And Josh makes a cover tackle and push the ball out for a corner to Redwood once again. This is certainly a much better performance by the Redwood team in the second half. I think some of it is Tam's own making at the back in defence. They can't quite seem to get their organisation together.
Redwood's choosing to make a sub right now. I believe number 10 will be going out in turn for number 30.
Number 30 is their the captain, leading goal scorer, so not captain, but the leading goal scorer for Redwood. Number 2 in the league behind Skylar. Looking to take the corner here. It's a good corner, but
unfortunately.
And it's a good header by the number 24 for Redwood. Keeper nearly managed to get to it and tip the ball over, but only succeeded in pushing the ball up and into the top of the net. I think the goal scorer there was Caden Bennett, number 2, rising above with a header. And now Tam Pirates have got it all to do. Tam High really can't afford to lose this game if they're to win the league. They certainly have had the play, certainly up until the last 15-20 minutes. They look totally dominant, but they've taken their foot off the gas and now facing a 3-2 deficit. Really going to have to up their game and play with a little calmness and control. Don't panic, there's still time. We've got 20 minutes to go here.
Ball back to Nathaniel, going for the typical long ball. Hit out by Redwood's number 14 defender for a Tam throw-in.
Nathaniel with a throw-in then on the just inside the Redwood half. Looking for some movement. Tries to pick out a Tam player. Unable to do so. Cleared again by Redwood, this time with another throw-in opportunity. Same place, same person, same man. Really looks to could have found something like Adam there, was wide open. And right now we don't seem to be able to string passes together. We don't seem to be able to play with the same sort of structure and control we had in the first half. Redwood on the charge now on the left-hand side. Gives it number 4, the goal scoring.
Great clearance from Nathaniel.
Nathaniel.
Ball out
Push
to
it as far as
Jasper.
Jasper. Jasper, hold the play up, wait for support in the form of Ian Murdoch. Plays another ball on to Jasper. Jasper just tips and couldn't quite control the ball there, and Redwood regain control. Redwood in possession, looking to switch the ball, play the long ball forward, cut out well by Nathaniel. Only as far as number 30 though, who has a long pot shot at goal, easily handled by Sam Clark. Sam Clark, the long throw out to Anthony. Anthony back to Nathaniel. Nathaniel once again plays the long ball through the middle. It's like watching Millwall against Sheffield Wednesday at times here. Not sure that long ball is continuing to pay the dividends that we hoped it would. Perhaps Redwood defence have become wise to that tactic. Let's see now.
Adam taking possession onto Ian, intercepted by Redwood for a Tam ball.
All right, Tam free kick just inside the Redwood half.
Looks like Derek will be taking it. You can really feel the intensity from all the players. And ball out to Ian, who will...
Somebody help him. And unfortunately, Ian needed to look up a little bit there. Griffin was available for some aid, but opportunity not taken. And now Redwood counter-attack again. Number 4 down the left-hand side there, Matt Jensen. Well tackled though by Flynn. Looks like there may have been a clash of heads there, but certainly no malice in that, certainly not a foul. And number 8 is offside as the keeper cleans up at the back. Looks like number
Head
4,
injury.
Jensen, had a crack of heads there as he went in for that tackle. Seems to be all right though. Some disagreement as to whether or not he can go off and be substituted. In fact, number 4 does leave the field.
come on by number 10.
Number 10, Jacob Smith, comes back on. He's certainly been a threat down that left-hand side up to this point.
Ball to Griffin, who will send it out wide.
Left.
Or take a shot.
Not a bad idea, but we did have Anthony wide open on his own coming in on the left wing here. Might have had a better opportunity, but not a bad effort nevertheless from the edge of the box.
About 15 minutes left, and Redwood will be taking a goal kick. Tam still struggling to tie.
Ian Murdoch goes off. Salem comes on for Ian Murdoch.
Ball sent long.
Well up from Derek there. Anthony's to watch his back as he clears his lines, but only as far as number 14 for Redwood. Tips the ball on, and it's cleaned up again by number 13. 13 gives it number 6, puts the through ball down the wing. This time for Anthony to clear. She does well, controls well. Nathaniel controls the ball nicely at the back. He needs to now push it on a touch. Trying to do it all himself there, but does well to find Adam, who puts in a nice, once again, long through ball, which is cut out by the Redwood defence again.
Ball back to Adam. Out to
this time does the right thing, pushes it to Anthony.
And
well, a fairly strong push, or shove I should say, from Skyler with the shoulder. It looked a little bit too obvious, but in fairness he kept his hands down and went in with the shoulder. The ref disagrees though. The ref gives a free kick to Redwood, who push it up once again to the middle of the field.
Header from Adam, ball out to Anthony. Kicked out for a
throw into Tam.
Tam thrown.
And Griffin, unfortunately, just can't quite control the ball himself, but somehow Nathaniel wins the ball back and gives it back to Griffin. Griffin now looks to switch the ball if he can. A little too loose with the pass to Salem.
Oh.
Salem gets the ball back though and
Ball
pushes it down the wing
to Jasper.
Jasper now looking to break through, and it's a corner to Tam. Okay, here we go. Let's go. Tam Pius now trying to
bring it back.
Get on the end of this, pull the score back to 3-3 with this corner to be taken by Adam Lycan. And it's a left-footed in-swinger. It's very high, and if Griffin gets up, gets his head to the ball, but it's way off target to the left-hand side of the goal. Goal kick to Redwood. Redwood making a couple more substitutions. Number 8, Owen Swenson, goes off to be replaced.
13 minutes on the clock.
Number 4 comes back on after the clash of heads earlier on.
Sent long directly up the midfield. Derek's able to get a head on it. Adam with a foot. And Jasper out to...
No push. Redwood looking to put another through ball through, which they manage. However, Derek does well to get across there, but is dispossessed on the 5-yard line. Redwood number 30 clear the ball, and Tam clear the ball out.
Looks like we still have a player on the ground.
It's Derek.
Looks like Derek Moore is down with an injury. Derek's had a very good game. He's played very solidly at the back. For the most part, kept the defence together, apart from those couple of lapses that resulted in the penalties and the goal. But generally speaking, the defence has performed quite well, certainly in the first 3 quarters of the game. Looks like he's up and about though. And
looks like the coach is going over, and he will stay on the field.
Good character shown there by Mr. Moore. He knows that he's key to this defence at the moment. Clearly, Tam can't afford to let another one in. Indeed, They need to get one back themselves. But it's a throw in from Redwood on about the 20-yard line.
11 minutes on the clock. Ball goes in. Flynn's able to get a touch on it before
And it's cleared by
is
Josh.
cleared.
Josh gets up as well.
Little less marsh inside. Little less marsh.
And that is a yellow card against Redwood. Looks like number 2.
Number 2 goes in the book, I think, for Redwood. So it's a free kick.
Looks like Adam will be taking the free ball.
All right, the free kick on the 30-yard line. Larkin trying to swing it in here with his left foot, pick out the head of Griffin or Schuyler, possibly going in towards the goal. The keeper comes out, punches clear.
And the ball is given to Redwood.
It looks like the kick was taken before the referee was ready. And so you get a second chance. I suspect he's now going to blow his whistle before. There we go.
Adam sends it in. Redwood's able to get a head on it.
And cleared by Redwood, but only as far as Adam. Larkin puts in a speculative shot. Not a bad effort, though, but doesn't really cause the goalkeeper much discomfort as he gathers easily and
Ball
pushes
sent
out
out
to
wide
defender.
to number 9. Looks like he'll send it long up to number 30 before Nathaniel's able to get on it. Kept in by number 2. And it's a...
And Derek does well to get back and cut out that possible cross pass. If 30 had got on the end of that, that could have been a very dangerous position. But again, there's no sign of our left wing at the moment. Cleared by Flynn.
Adam with the ball, sending out long to Anthony before it's intercepted by Redwood's 23.
Looks like Josh will pick that up on the right-hand side. And now Anthony's in position on the left wing. But the left wing back needs to push forward a little bit more aggressively in order to provide us with some targets for the midfield to drive the ball through to. Well up, good header there from. Well, that was a fair and strong header from Derek Moore. He probably won't do well to argue with the referee about it. The referee's made his decision. Unfortunately, a wrong decision on that one, but it is the decision he's made. So let's back up and get our defense back in order.
Looks like we have 7 minutes, 48 seconds on the clock, and Redwood free kick.
And that's one for Sam Clark to get his hands on this time. Really need to get his hands on there. And somehow or other, they managed to clear. Keeper looks to have taken a little bit of a knock there. Punched the first time. I think just a little clash of heads there. And it looks like the Redwood players and the Tam players gathering around the keeper there, calling in the medic. Hopefully not too much damage done. We do, of course, have the another keeper on the sideline, but it looks like Sam Clark has got a sufficient bang on the head to have to leave the field.
Looks like Vlad, our other goalie, will be going in. Vlad bringing the energy.
All right, then. Hopefully we can use this as a tonic to turn things around a little bit. Looks like we need to find something here in the last 5 minutes, 6 minutes of this game to at the very least get an equaliser. Again, this would be the first defeat of Tam High this season. Should they lose, they'll certainly be looking to try and preserve their unbeaten status, if possible. Free kick to Tam. It'll be taken quickly here by Derek.
Derek will be sending it long. Looks like it is hit to a Redwood player. Out for a Tam throw-in. Nathaniel will be taking the throw-in. Adam coming in.
And it's going to be the long throw from Josh, which probably makes sense, but we've got to see some movement. We need to see some movement from Tam. They're looking to get the ball here.
Ball sent. Looks like Redwood defender is able to get a head on it. And it is sent up to Flynn.
Flynn's going to play that long ball back in. It's
Cleared.
These long balls do seem to be somewhat speculative without a plan or a target at the other end. But it's possible that they might bounce free, possible that they might roll into the path and we can get up on the end of it and score. A long throw again from Josh here.
4 minutes, 52
Flipped on
seconds
number
left.
18. Falls to
And
Adam on the edge of the box. And the keeper has no real problem with scooping the ball up, as it was going to push out past his left post anyway, past his right post anyway. And time to turn up the energy level, I think, for Tam now. They've got 5 minutes left. Really everything they need to play for here.
Nathaniel takes possession. Will be fouled.
Fouled on the
Yellow card.
45-yard line. Okay, the replay goes in the book, but at this stage of the game, I'm not sure. What we need here is a Tam goal. Of course, in the pre-Christmas leg of this game, they did score. Tam did score in the last minute to equalise. 2-2 that game.
Nice ball in.
That's a good ball in, but defended well again by Redwood.
Oh,
And a little bit of a class there, but nothing in it. Flynn trying to flip the ball out, which he does successfully. Goes back to Adam, but again, the ball's
Derek
getting
on the
played into
header.
nobody in
Salem with
particular.
another. Salem takes possession, pushes it out to Josh. Little fancy 1v1.
Taking on the number 5, but he can't quite get the ball around him. And that's a throw in for Redwood. Three minutes to go.
Derek taking the ball across the field, back to Nathaniel. 2 minutes, 50 seconds on the clock. Hopefully Tam is able to put something in.
Good hustle back there from Carvey. He picks the ball up. And it's a free kick to Tam again. Some interesting decisions here, but they do seem to be going the way of Tam High for a little bit. Looks to be taken here by Derek Moore. Derek's going to try and push the ball back in and pick out Griffin, who's currently unmarked on the edge of the 6-yard box. And it's not a bad free kick, but it just can't be connected by anybody from Tam at the end. Time's running out here now into the last 2 minutes of the game. Maybe a couple of minutes of stoppage time for a couple of the injuries.
Adam giving the ball off to Griffin, who sends it out wide to Anthony. He takes it up the line. Able to pass it off to Skylar, who, little fancy footwork, is able to get around a couple of the defenders. Out to Salem. And Redwood takes possession before it is intercepted by Nathaniel. Out again to Anthony. Sent to Adam, who will go for that long ball. Off to Skylar.
Picks it up though with a little back heel effort. Didn't quite fall there for Carvey coming through, and now it's cleared again to Redwood.
Less than 2 minutes on the clock, and Adam is able to get the ball, who will give it off to Griffin, send it up.
Okay, cross coming in from Josh here. There's 2-3 men in the middle, but we can't seem to connect on the end of any of them.
And
cleared by Redwood. For a Tam throw in, probably to be taken by Josh around the 25-yard line.
Josh, known for his long throws, hopefully able to use this for potential to score.
Nice
Flynn
flick
gets
on there
ahead
from
on
Flynn.
Before it is sent back out, and Derek will be sending it into space where the keeper will eventually take it. It's like a goal kick for Tam. Less than 2 minutes on the clock, and it is still 2-3 Redwood. Solomon with possession, sends it
Nice
in.
through. Ooh.
Griffin's able to get a touch on that, who will be sent out for a Tam throw-in.
All right, Josh, one more big chance here to get a long throw down the left flank. Down the right flank, sorry, falls for Griffin. Griffin can't quite get up and pick the ball up for a corner. Or indeed, sorry, a throw in there to be taken once again by Josh on the far side. Get this ball right in there in front of the goalkeeper if you can. That's a good long throw, but the keeper comes out easily, gathers the ball well with confidence. That's well played by the keeper. Keeper clears the ball.
Nathaniel with a header. Derek takes possession, dribbles up the field. Number 8's able to get there in time. Salem with the ball. Sends it out to Josh, who sends it into Adam before it's intercepted by a Redwood defender. Number 4 taking it up the line, and will be sending it to the Tam keeper.
Well, Tam have only got themselves to blame at this stage of the game. 2 penalties, 2 unnecessary penalties. And when they were in total control. But here's Nathaniel making a lovely run through. Can't quite pick out Skylar in front of him. Story of the second half, really. A little bit of promise, but just not enough control.
Looks like there's a little fussling with the ref. Just seconds away from the whistle. Tam is...
Last gasp by Tam. This is where they found themselves, of course, at the end of the first leg.
Taking possession, dribbling up the left side of the field. And Nathaniel is able to clear it, but only up to number 6, who gives it out to number 30.
And number 30 is offside there. But it may be a little too late for Tam to recover and get that much-needed goal at the end of their unbeaten streak, possibly here. Really to play with such dominance in the first half, such control, such confidence, and then to really capitulate in the second half. Unable to really string passes together. As I said, I think their heads may have gone down. And an absolute let-off there for Tam. Goalkeeper playing the ball out and just straight to the number 30, who really should have done much, much better there with a simple goal, it seemed. But I guess at this stage, that's the story of Tam's second half. And the Tam number 30 will be disappointed with that to have put this game beyond any doubt. But candidly, at this stage of the game, it may not matter.
Nathaniel
One
taking
last push.
the kick from the back, who will send it long to Skylar, who takes it himself for a shot.
Oh,
and a
beautiful turn, beautiful shot, and a great save by the keeper, diving low to his right, pushes the ball out for a corner. Time for the quick corner for Tam High. Can they scramble a draw from the jaws of defeat with a header that goes up, and there's a scramble in front of the goal, but the goalkeeper is going to pick that up cleanly for a Redwood goal kick, and that's probably not quite the end of time. Redwood trying to make one more sub in the dying seconds of this game. Heat up a little bit more time. As the goalkeeper prepares the ball, the referee takes one last look at his watch, decides there's enough time to play
Josh
one
goes
more play.
in for the ball.
Suspect the next time the ball goes out, that'll be game over. But Redwood are only able to clear it as far as Flynn. Flynn gets his header in.
Ball is sent up. Adam taking possession, sends it long to Skylar, who is able to get a face on it. And Griffin with the shot out to Anthony.
Oh my God, put the ball in the goal.
And
Once
ball
again,
is
somehow
sent
Redwood
up.
able to scramble the ball away and clear their lines. And a foul on number 30 by Redwood. Bit of a push in the back. Playing to the crowd there. Likely to incite the crowd rather than do any good.
Definitely some smiles coming from the Redwood team. Looks like number 5, Keaton Fargo, will be taking this final kick before it is
The referee
cleared.
takes one more look at his watch, but decides it is time for the throw-in. Can't imagine there's much more than that on it, though.
This is the longest
good.
2 minutes of my life.
And I think this is the longest 80 minutes of my life, or at least the longest 40 minutes, because sadly, as I said, Tam just really have lost control of this game in the second half. Completely dominant in the first half, but I think the two penalties certainly caused them to lose their mental edge.
Good clearance, and Skylar is not able to keep it in for a Redwood throw-in. It's like number 2. Caden will be taking that before it's sent up to number 30, Redwood's leading goal scorer, who is getting, whoa. Ball is cleared before it can only reach number 6. And a shot on goal. Griffin's able to take that to the chest. And a
The
for
referee has one more glance at his watch as Tam push out. Carver takes the ball,
Griffin goes in on
unable
that.
though to connect with Griffin. Once again, we haven't been able to string 3 passes together in the second half.
Ball goes out.
And that's the end of the game. And Tam loses their unbeaten streak for this season. Of course, they are still in the top 4, and there is some baiting of the crowd by the Redwood players, and I'm not sure that that's going to be entirely appropriate as number 30 grabs his crotch and may end up getting cited for behaviour like that at the end of the game. Probably foolish in an away piece. Not sure the behaviour is
Looks like
entirely
Ben
worthwhile.
Southern trying to calm down the crowd.
Of course, there is a return game to be had at some point in the likely return game in the playoffs. Redwood possibly finishing in the top 4 after this performance. Tam likely to finish in the top 4, but their league leading position currently over. And there's going to be some soul searching for them to do about that second half performance when they had such control going into half time. But there we are. Tam lose to Redwood 3-2.
Thank you
2
everyone
penalties.
for watching.
Thanks everyone for watching, and thanks again for Tam Boosters and Tam High Foundation for making Tam TV and this commentary possible. Again, that's a great example of your donations and your dollars working to bring this to many of you who I know can't be here in person but are watching from home. So thanks again to Tam Boosters and Tam High. And with that, Maya, Mia,
we're signing
Maya,
off.
we're signing
Tomato,
off.
tomato, and we are signing off.
Thanks all.
Thank you for watching.
Thank 2-2. We equalised with them in